All right, here's a story that I've had for a long time in my notes. This teacher sent it to me a really long time ago. And a lot of times with my filming, it's just hard to like logistically pull off some of these in video form. So I had to tell this one today. I had to share this one with you guys. I think about it a lot. I had a parent come in to observe her child in my classroom. This was fairly common in my school. We had an open door policy. However, the protocol was generally that parents observe only, not interact with their students while instruction is taking place. Before the parent came in, I set up a chair in the back for her to sit and observe. She comes in and sits down. I'm running a plant life group lesson that day, which involved sequencing the plant life cycle at the smartboard. We did a plant life read aloud as a group, and then I planned for the students to come up and place pictures in order of the plant life cycle on the smartboard. After the read aloud, I chose the child of the parent who was observing to come up first. The parent immediately calls attention to herself and yells, "Hi, sweetie," from the back of the room and claps. No, child immediately gets shy, of course, approaches the board slightly, then proceeds to sit on the floor, refusing to get up and participate. Of course. Knowing the child, my strategy was to give them a moment to regroup and stand up when they were ready to participate. Also reminding them that we have playtime next, probably just like a little bit of encouragement. I went to call another student to the board to continue the lesson, and the parent barrels over and starts pleading with their child to stand up and participate. She sits on the floor next to him in front of the smartboard, in front of the entire classroom, and starts feeding him Pringles. The other children are visibly floored, clearly having more self-awareness than this mom. Since the show must go on, I started calling my other students up, and I hear myself saying, "Just step around Miss Smith to get to the board." Could you imagine? Meanwhile, the students are carefully trying to navigate around her as she's on the floor in front of the classroom. Oh my God. So the mom and student basically watched the lesson from the floor while eating Pringles. Then at the end, the student returned back to their seat, and I was able to slip away for a moment to SOS a case manager to come whisk the mom away. Meanwhile, the other students had to step over and around the mom to participate in the lesson. Any attempt of me saying, "Oh, maybe you could scooch back a bit, please?" Or, "There might be some more room over there for you," while pointing towards the back of the room where I had her seat, was ignored. The way I would have just collapsed in on myself like a dying star. To create a physical roadblock in your classroom, like that other kids are having to like squeeze by and step over, and you're having to try and direct people or the kids around you. What are you doing? She has the self-awareness of a wet paper towel. I really don't know what else to say there. And I'm not kidding. I think about this story a lot, maybe like once a month at least. I think about this story a lot, and I had to share it with you today. So what do you think? What do you think about this story? I would love to hear your response. Do you think parents should be allowed to observe in classrooms? Do you allow parents to observe in your classrooms? If you're a parent, what's acceptable? I want to give me your feedback. I'd love to hear what you think about this one.